Definitely need parks in Boyle Heights. The two significant parks that we have in Boyle Heights now, which is Hollenbeck Park and the Pocket Park in front of Las Palomas, I don't believe are parks that should really belong to the public. Would you like going there and sitting there with your children in either of those locations? In Holland, yes or no? No. Why not? Why? You could go to the bathrooms there, right? Could you go to the bathrooms in Hollenbeck Park? Oh, okay. So yes, we do need pocket parks. We need safe, healthy pocket parks. Like the park in front of Las Palomas was intended when Alatorre okayed the money for it. I have the information there that I was showing to Ms. Martinez from the councilman's office. That intent of that pocket park was to be a safe and clean place for Boyle Heights. Is the pocket park across the street from the library a safe and clean place? No. Huh? Is it a safe and clean, nice place you want to go sit? Huh? Oh, okay. So I'm not making up things, right? We do need pocket parks, that's absolutely true. Clean ones, yes. Also, I was sharing with Ms. Martinez how sad it was to see a meeting where it was divisive, the population. That I've never seen that in every meeting I've ever been, and I've been in quite a few meetings, right? The divisiveness that has been created by East LA Housing Corporation. But the most tragic thing that upsets me the most, and if there's any organizers here, please correct me if I'm not saying the truth. They cannot guarantee a housing location by law. They have to use the city list. So I find it painful for someone to be told, oh, les va a tocar una casa, les va a tocar una casa. When by law they can't do that. That's dishonest. That's dishonest. And the first location we got at Las Palomas, Community of Friends, I have the documentation. It was put there by Maria Cabildo, who was the project director of Community of Friends. And at the time, when we were asked about it, those of us in the community that the councilman sent her to talk to, it's okay. It's okay. Better? Thank you. At any rate, we had never had homeless people in Boyle Heights, right? There was no such thing as the homeless or transient in Boyle Heights. So how are we to know that that population would be there? But now that pocket park in Las Palomas does not belong to nosotros. No, ese parque no es para nosotros. So we do need more parks. And as far as the other locations, we need consumer opportunity. We're all tired of going out of Boyle Heights to do our shopping every place because there's nothing here. Nothing. Thank you.
My name is Teresa Marquez, and I was born and raised here in Boyle Heights. I was only away for a few years, and I came back after I retired from 40 years at a banking system. And I'll tell you, I'm here for the community. I'm here for you. I'm not making any money. I won't take any money. And we have an organization that we fight for quality of life for you. And we don't take money. We don't take prisoners either. But one of the things that people need to understand, that all this affordable housing or low-income housing that they're building is being built with federal and state money. Any time that money is used, the people that are eligible to live in those houses must be legal residents of the United States. My fight and my question is, what about the community here? Okay, they need housing. They need better housing here. But if the federal and the state government is going to put in their money, they're going to put that requirement. And many of us don't get it. I was born here, so. But I feel for the people that are not getting those houses, that need it. We have homeless families here in Boyle Heights. And who's taking care of them? Okay, now we have developer. We have one developer, ELAC, East Los Angeles Corporation, that has monopolized this area and have built whatever they feel like building. And they promise you affordable housing. Oh yeah, they're gonna build affordable housing, but not for you. It's for outsiders. And that's how I found out. I said, why is it everybody from outside is getting this affordable housing? And why isn't it our people, our community not getting them? Well, I started looking into it because I wanted to build an organization to help these people apply for this housing. Most of them are, 45% are not eligible, okay, for affordable housing. Any housing that is done with the money of the federal government or state, the law is that they must be United States legal residents or citizens. And we need to start asking for housing for the 45,000 people here. Okay, forget it, you know, federal housing is not going to help us unless they change the law. And who is out there looking to change the law? Nobody. Our representatives are not. Now the other thing is our schools. Our schools are the worst schools, probably in the United States, well, some in Chicago. But they're bad. They're really bad. And who wants to move here? They want to throw all the people that are low income from other communities over here. Now there's more money, and this is about money, okay? It's all about money. And ELAC is what money they can make. The other thing is that they are promising to build senior housing, which we do need. We do need senior housing. We don't need affordable housing, but we need senior affordable housing. And what they do, they promise, they come in and tell the community, oh, we're going to build the senior housing and it's going to have this garden and it's going to have this and it sounds great. And they convince the community. The property on Biswick and Esperanza, if you want to look into it, it's no longer going to be a senior housing. It's going to be for mentally ill individuals or drug addicted, homeless. Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair. The community is really upset because they didn't come back and said we changed our mind. Now we're not going to do senior housing. We're going to do this type of housing because there's more money for us. It's more money for the developers. Now, why is it that ELAC is the only developer here? Okay, the only nice thing that they have built is the Boyle Hotel. I want to thank them for that. Oh, they didn't build it? That tells you. Okay, but a lot of the buildings that they build, they're very low grade. And we need to say, no, we need housing. Yes, affordable housing, low income housing. But quality, a little bit of quality. I don't want a mansion, but something that will withstand at least 20 years. Okay? Now the other thing is that, and I'm losing my voice, they come and they present to us, the MTA. I've been in a lot of advisory boards, okay? And they don't listen to us. They come from the beginning and tell us what they're gonna do. Just exactly what this gentleman did. This is what we're planning to do, unless you tell us otherwise. Well, that's not true, because I work in advisory councils for 3-4 years, going to meetings, making sure that the community is going to get their best. They don't. They come back at the end and do what they wanted to do 5 years ago. They don't listen to the community. So we have to be very careful here. We have to be very careful. Now we need open space. First, Lorena, I live nearby. No, they're not going to put housing. And what they are really want to put is housing for mentally ill Now, that's another thing. I want these people to do a study as to how many mentally ill rehabs we have here. And you'll be surprised, of the problems we have with them. Because they're not well established. They don't have enough staffing, and they have these poor people that are mentally ill, running around on the streets, getting hit by cars, and getting hit by other people. This is what's happening to Boyle Heights. Be realistic. Please understand that we're not here to provide affordable housing. We're here for the community. Thank you very much.
So we are going to take it back, that idea of the concerns that many of you have over the First and Lorena proposal. So we are going, and then Diana, you know, we do listen to you. We don't lie. We represent a public agency. We go by the existing law. Someone said here that we were doing the red line without a relocation plan on residents. By law, we have to relocate residents when we purchase properties and to build something. We have fully mitigated the housing that we acquired to build the Gold Line. We have fully mitigated that. So that has been replenished. The housing that now it's in the works at the 100 units of affordable housing on First and Boyle, Metro is not necessarily paying for that housing. We have the land, the developer brings that and that. So we don't use transportation money to build affordable housing.
We just don't want to.
Okay, I understand. We hear that. So I just want to explain to you that. So we will take what we heard today. We will reconvene here in Metro, and then we will, at the appropriate time, come back to you and explain. And you will see how we work and how that's the best thing to do. Words are cheap. We gotta come up and show what we do. Actions, it's big. Yeah. And then you have learned that, and I have, this is not the first time that I'm involved in the community. And you have seen how we plan, design, and build the transit infrastructure. I thank you on behalf of my colleagues here for spending the time tonight here with us. And then we will come back to you and we will show you that we listen and at the same time that we are doing things. And also,
how long is that going to take? Yes. More or less.
Okay, I will reconvene with Roger and others, and we will communicate with you. Okay.